Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Wildflower Wills YouTube channel. I'm Louise, and it's Monday. It's cast on day. It's voting day. It is podcasting day. It is the first day of the week done. Let me tell you, it feels like it should be Thursday night already. This Monday was busy and busy and busy. So I yeah, I'm looking forward to sitting here and chatting with you guys all tonight. So, of course, we're going to start off with what you were voting for. And this week it was two different sock yarns. We can talk about the yarns. We'll talk about what the votes were, some of the comments, what the winning yarn is, what I'm going to make with it. And I have about three, I think I brought up three projects that I worked on this week. It was not a very productive knitting week, but that's okay. Not every week is, and any progress is good progress. So grab your knitting, get comfy. I was gonna say snuggle under a blanket, but hopefully for most of us, it is warm enough. We don't have to be under an Afghan tonight. It is a beautiful day. Has been a beautiful day here. Definitely feels like spring. Hi. Okay, so let's see. Well, there's Liz and Kim. Hi, Nikki and Sally, Susanna, Donna, Nita, Carol, Jen. It's been Monday all day. I know. I wish somehow we had fast forwarded to Thursday. I mean, then my work week would be done. It would be Easter. It would be a long weekend. I have great plans for this long weekend. So I can maybe tell you about some of that. Oh, Nikki snuggled up under a heated throw. Okay. But you're often cold. Okay. So maybe it is chillier for you. I think it got to 20 degrees for us today. 19, 20. At one point this afternoon, I was walking around just in a t-shirt. I had taken off my sweater. 16 for Susanna. So we were a little warmer here. Anyways, let's talk about what you guys were voting for. This yarn was one option. Um, oh my gosh. I must have had this. Okay, this has been in my stash for a long time. And I was gonna say, anyways, I'm like, this doesn't seem like it is super expensive. But I mean, I'm thinking maybe that's why that's how I know it's been in my stash for a long time. Anyways, both of these. I think this was left. And this one here was right. If you guys were voting, some people voted for orange and pink, some people voted for pinks and greens. Sorry. Anyways, I am not sure, but I'm wondering if both of these have been voted for before. I somehow feel like this one here maybe had been in the vote but didn't win. I feel like were we talking about this being like spring colors, the pink and the green, like tulipy colors? So yeah, I have no idea. Oh, Cindy says pinks and greens. Oh, only 5 degrees. Okay, that is still blanket weather. There's no ball band on here, and I'm like a little bit at a loss. The only thing that I can come up with is that maybe this was some yarn that Cheryl and I got at Mary Maxim in the discount bin a couple of years ago when it was wool stock. I don't know. I really am drawing a blank as to where this came from. But anyways, it's pretty. And I'm thinking it's going to be self-striping. The color sections look fairly long. Hopefully it'll be self-striping. There's some dark green, there's some purple, there's like a marled green and black, the pink and black sections. I think it would be really, really fun. I think it would look, in the ball, I think it looks more spring than fall with the greens. So this was one option. Oh, and I should say it is a fingering weight because some of the sock yarns that I've been buying have been DK weight, but this is a fingering weight. And then there is this fun one. So there was a lot of people voted left, saying they like the colors, they'd like to see it knit up because I think it will knit up. Oh, see, like there's some black. So I wonder if it's gonna go like marled and then a black stripe, and then another color and a black stripe. Interesting. Only way to know is to knit it up. And then this one. So this one has been in my stash for a, a while. This originally came from Knit Stitch. Now, Nikki, you said something about that this has a video and a pattern that goes with it. Um, oh, because it says it right on the ball band. I'm like, Nikki, how did you get so smart? You just read the ball band, which is very smart because I didn't even do that. So it does say video tutorial and pattern by Maria Grazia Burno. It says it's made in Italian, in Italy, where they speak Italian. So this is like a sock blank. A few people were like, vote, do this because they just like, I can't imagine how this would knit up. So I'm imagining that this would just knit up in stripes, but thinner stripes. And I think I would just knit right from here. Should I be wild and crazy and take this off? Something is, oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe I'll just leave it alone. This has a feeling of touching buttons on Zoom. Okay, it says unravel to knit socks, shawls, or something magic. I like anytime it has something like the word magic in the description. I like it. So what does it say? Somebody asked if this had nylon and would it be good for socks? Very good question. And yes, it does. It is 75% wool, 25% polyamide. It's 100 grams, 420 meters. They're saying like a 2.5 to a 3 millimeter needle. That's about it. You can machine wash it, it says. So, and I did see superwash, yes. So magic or something magic. So it says magic. Okay, can you see the ball band on this one? Ketty says superwash wool, made in Italy. Anyways, it is very fun and it is my colors, even more so now than when I got it. I probably just grabbed this because of the shades of orange, not because of the pink. But right now, like this spring, this year, I have been really loving orange and pink together, yellow and pink together. I've really been embracing pink. So this may be the perfect time for me to knit this pair of socks because I'm kind of in a pink phase. So I think now it does say here you just to start here, and it has this tape down, so maybe I won't be pulling anything out right now. But I'm thinking if I just wind all of this into a ball and then just unravel as I go, right? I think that's the idea of a sock blank. So I'm really kind of excited to knit this. It's been in my stash, and I've always been kind of like, oh, what do I do with it? But now I'm really feeling like I would love to knit this. So those were the two options. This is definitely super, super old stash. Like, we're talking probably, well, 8 years, probably at least. This one here, I'm thinking it's probably maybe if it came from Lens Mills where I think it did, it's maybe like 3 years. But it's been in my stash for a little bit, maybe close to 3 years. But yeah, I have no idea where the ball band or why there's no ball band on here. It is truly is a mystery. So anyways, that is what I found. So I completely just came upstairs here into the yarn stash room and I just went to one cubby and I'm like, what can I find for yarn? And these quite literally were the first two balls that I saw. And I'm like, this is what we're voting on because this is this? Yes, I think this is just the 2nd Monday in the month. Even well, I mean, okay, I was gonna say, even though it seems like we're halfway through the month, but that equals to 2 Mondays, doesn't it? It just seems like April seems like I don't know, it seems like we're almost finished April, but we're only on the 2nd Monday, but we are halfway through. So that does make total sense. Socks. At one time, I had the thought of doing a sweater the 1st Monday of the month, socks the 2nd Monday, and then something like hats, mitts, cowls, and then something the 4th Monday, like a pot holder dishcloth, kind of big to small. So I thought, perfect. 2nd Monday of the month, that means it needs to be socks. So I came to the sock stash and pulled these two out. So there was 108 votes, I think, today. And there was 61% of the votes went to the winning sock yarn. And then I saw when I posted, because you guys know you can vote in like all the places, right? You can vote on Facebook, you can vote on Instagram, you can vote here on YouTube, you can vote over on Patreon. And when I was looking at all the places and adding up all the votes, when I got to YouTube, I'm like, I'm reading people's comments and I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, Louise, what did I type? So, anyways, yes. So over on YouTube, if you voted on YouTube, you had a little laugh because apparently I typed, what should I not cast on? So some people were saying, don't do this. So I voted for the opposite one. So, anyways, that was a little fun. Um, just to see if you were on your toes for a Monday morning. Those don't look like bunny socks. I know. We were talking okay, let's talk about bunny socks in a minute because I saw Dawn's bunny socks just before I jumped on here. Okay, so what you guys voted for, the stash yarn that's gonna become a new pair of socks sometime this year is going to be insert your own drum roll here, and the sock yarn that's getting cast on is 61% of the votes. This lovely, nameless mystery sock yarn. So, this lovely ball of yarn, sock blank yarn, is not getting knit again. It's going to go back in the stash. So, this one, I am excited. I'm torn. I'm really excited because I really want to knit this up. I love the shades of green and the pink. Look, there's a pink trend going here. I did kind of want to knit for this. If I was picking totally by myself, I would have went this one. But that's okay. I'm excited for this one. I think it is the perfect spring. It looks like tulips to me. So it'll be the perfect project to cast on. Um yes, she got fear of Dawn. I know. So Saturday, we were over on the Fiber Friends talking about sock knitting because, of course, April is sock month over on the Fiber Friends podcast. And Diane said that she had cast on the bunny. Oh my gosh, I can never get the bunny be back socks. And they're cute little shorty pair of socks with little bunnies done in stranded color work across the top of the foot because they're shorties. So there's no leg. I mean, you could make them long if you wanted to. And of course, we were like all oohing and awing. They're knit in DK, which some of us were thinking we could do Patton's Croy. And Cheryl Bunny got back. Why can I cannot get that through my head. Okay, good job, Diane's here. Bunny got back. Anyways, um, so Cheryl was super excited. She printed the pattern immediately while we were talking, and I was gonna go look for socks, and I had said, maybe I went to go look for yarn, and then I said that could be one of the voting for tonight. But in the end it's a long story. It's a long story. Um, it's a long story. Anyways, I did not get yarn for it. I did not pull out yarn. out of my stash. Even though I have some, I can see some of it. Anyways, it didn't happen. But it might still happen yet this week. It might just be an extra surprise cast on. And especially now that I saw Dawn. Because if any of you watch some of these the lives when Dawn is on here or when Diane is here, that Diane and Dawn do a lot of like knit alongs virtually. And I was a little surprised that Diane was knitting the Bunny Got Back pattern. Um, I know Diane, and that doesn't help me either. um, anyways, um, anyway, yeah, so Dawn wasn't knitting them, but now she watched the podcast from the Fiber Friends, and I saw she posted in the Fiber Friends Facebook group that yeah, she needed a pair of bunny socks as well. So she cast on today, and she has a little shorty pair done. So that is even spurring me on a little bit more that they are very quick. So that might be an Easter weekend sock knit for me that I might just cast on. Because I am telling you guys, I am embracing this sock month from the Fiber Friends, and I just want to knit all the socks. And that is what I have done. When I was able to knit this week, that is pretty much what I worked on. I did a little bit on my shawl, but I was working on some socks. So Diane says, "Oh, both of yours are done. Yay." I know it is a quick pattern, right? They're shorties and they're DK. So you put all that together and they are a pretty quick pair of socks, right? And perfect for this weekend for Easter. Um, Susie, oh, knit the lime socks. Oh, that are really great as shorties. Oh, what is that? Kim the lime socks. Oh, what did Kim say? Kim, I just cast on a pair of fruit socks with the lime color. It screams spring. It absolutely would. That is so fantastic. Oh, Liz is saying boo. Is that about you? Did you pick the other one, Liz? I'm just kind of reading backwards in the comments here. Um, Diane's correcting me. She said no, Dawn cast on yesterday and had done unless she's keeping a bigger secret. Okay. And had one done? Yes, she has one done. I saw one. Did I say a pair? I meant one sock. There was one sock posted in the Facebook group. But one sock. I mean, that's amazing. So, we'll see. But if you guys want, it is a free pattern. So, Bunny Got Back. They're really super cute. So if you're thinking that you might want to have a cute little cast on this weekend, go check out that pattern on Ravelry. It is really, really cute. Okay, what else? You guys, I gotta fix my screen here. Sorry. And can I do this without and there we go. There was something on my screen and it was bugging me, and I'm like, I had to fix it. Okay, so oh my gosh. Hey, Leah. How are you? Okay, you guys. Leah, I am so impressed that you are watching tonight. Can you guys see Leah Churchill in the comments? So Leah was crocheting on the weekend. So before we talk about socks and the other things, yes, Leah was we did our Easter this past weekend. So that's in part why I'm really kind of looking forward to this coming weekend because it's a long weekend and I have nothing planned other than our knitting guild is meeting on Saturday, and Jocelyn and I are podcasting Friday night, and Cheryl and I are podcasting on Saturday morning. But other than that, I have 4 whole days free to do some sock knitting. So what we did Easter yesterday, and Leah was there and she was crocheting. My nephew got her started on crocheting and doing some cross stitching. So I'm hoping that Leah's gonna have some pictures I can share soon. Go knit a pair, Diane says. I know, they're really cute. You know, if I was prepared here, let me see if I can find them on Ravelry. They are really cute, and really, they don't take long. Now, has anybody knit them in Croy? Because that's what I was going to knit mine out of. I have got some white right here, and I've got navy. I think I have solid red, and I've got charcoal and a brown. I was thinking some and I think the new purple color, I think I have it as well. So I thought for surely goodness, I could knit it from my stash, right? Because it is a long weekend and stores are gonna be closed Friday and Sunday. So if I'm going to need yarn, I am going to need it like Thursday night. Hi, Jude. Hi, Sam. Oh, Ravelry. Why does Ravelry do this to me all the time? There should be a way I can stay permanently logged in, right? Okay, let's see if I can find the bunny socks. Maybe? Um, patterns? They're the very first ones. Bunny got back socks. Leah, these are so cute. You might even like these. Look at that. How can you not like those, right? So it's got toe up, right? I'm pretty sure somebody said that these were toe up. And of course, you need to watch more often, Leah. I know they're cute, right? I think those would be really sweet. I love the and I was gonna say on the bunny, there's the little tail, and then look on the back of the socks, right? There's the little tails, like pom-poms on the back of the socks, which I doubly love that the sock has a tail and that is a pom-pom. Right up my alley. Diane says, "Yes, toe up." So, yeah, I think I'm gonna cast these on. I'm just not sure what color. I may look for some sock yarn later this week. What else? Okay, so let's get back on track here. So, I did a little bit of shawl knitting back in what? February 10th, according to my whiteboard. Son of a nutcracker. This one here, I'm really, really, really trying to get finished. It's only one skein of sock yarn. It's hand dyed by Leo and Roxy. And you guys know this because I've talked about this the last few weeks. It's a Christmas colorway from a number of Christmases ago. I don't know if Jolene could be talked into dyeing this again because, I mean, the color is cute. To me, it looks like candy canes, but just the name Son of a Nutcracker is just a really super cute name. And we all know we buy yarn for the name sometimes just as much as we do the colorway. So I've got one of these cute little owl stitch markers on here. I didn't get as much done this week on here as I did last week, but I mean, there is some extra length on there. There is a little bit of extra, like what is that? Inch and a half, maybe 2 inches, maybe. So a little bit of progress. So, and you all know that this is just my garter stitch asymmetrical shawl scarf, one skein shawl. And I always have one of these on the needles because they are fantastic to knit. They're great to wear. Easy, easy, easy knitting. Great for, going to Easter this weekend when you're with people, you can knit and you can chat. They are great for knit nights, in person, virtual knit nights, because it's garter stitch and it's 2 rows. You can read your pattern. You know if you're on an increase row or a shaping row. Um, it's really, really, really simple, simple, simple. And they make great scarves for us or for gifts. This one here, I haven't decided if it's going to go in the Christmas box or I might just keep this one for me. Kind of like this one. We'll see. We'll see. This was almost the New Start Monday project. I almost picked a skein of yarn just to do a one skein shawl with, but then I was like, no, it's April. It's sock month. I have to do another pair of socks because you guys all know I don't have enough pairs of socks already cast on, right? But I am in finishing mode this week. So let me show you what I worked on. This is another no-name ball of yarn. And this one, you guys, I truly don't know. I know when we've talked about this one before that I wondered if this was dyed by Heather from Timber Yarns. I'm gonna have to take a look and see if it possibly could have been a colorway of hers, but it is beautiful. I, like, really wish I knew what in the world this was because I would buy more of it. I am loving knitting this up. Now, I haven't got a whole lot done, but I did work a little bit on it this weekend. Leah, this was supposed to have been my project that I was gonna work on yesterday at our Christmas, oh my gosh, wrong holiday, Easter. But, we were just having so much fun just talking and visiting that I didn't even pull my knitting out, you guys. But look at this. But I've got that much of the leg done, stockinette, and look at those fun colors. The orange, the pink, the light pink. I love this. Now, if I look back, I have a feeling these were the socks. Yep, cast on in January. It is now April, but that's okay. January 20th cast on, but they're just so pretty. Um, oh, Diane's giving me options. I know, isn't this super, super cute? Like, I think this would be really cute as a summer shorty, but I'm gonna make it full length because I just wanna use all of this. So Magic Loop, which is not typically my go-to for knitting socks, I would prefer a little 9-inch circular, but I think they all have other socks on them. So I had to go with what I had, and that was Magic Loop, and I am actually enjoying it. Sometimes I just have to, um try something, you just have to pick it up and do it, a little different, and the one thing that I am thankful for doing Magic Loop is that I don't have to find double points or something to do the toe. Oh my gosh, you guys, they both fell off here. I had my cute little needle stoppers on my little 9-inch needle. Liz, I think you asked about these last Monday, and I didn't have them with me, but here they are. Well, here's one. The other's, like, loose in the bottom of my project bag. It's a, this is a Della Q project bag, which I love. The wax canvas, so fun. Like, you just squish it, and it just makes patterns. It's like, you know, if you need something else to fiddle with, your project bag works out well. But there we go. Look at these. I bought these 2 weekends ago just because they just made me smile. Clouds that have happy faces on them, how can you not bring those home, right? So I tried putting them on my sock nails, but they were a little bit big and they fell off, but I don't know. They're with me in my bag anyways, so still serves its purpose. It still makes me smile when I pick up these socks. So these socks, again, I do not know what in the world is going on with my ball bands. This one here is around somewhere. It is a Regia, and was it Louise? Somebody did a little Google search and said, um hometown? Oh, shoot, now I've forgotten what the name of this colorway was. Anyways, it was a really, really cute name, and I liked it a lot. Gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to search it myself. It's Regia. It looks very springy to me too. Orange and blues and purples. I'm really liking how this is knitting up. So I've turned my heel on here. I've done it all on my little 9-inch needle. I've picked up some oh, that's it, Tomorrowland. Nancy, thank you. Was it you that had looked it up for me? I'm sorry if it was you and I mixed it up. You guys always remember, right? Um, yes, Liz, I'm using them. Even though they keep falling off my needles, I do have them. Oh, Disney? Is that what it is? Tomorrowland? Like Peter Pan? I don't know. Yes, no problem. I'm sorry, Nancy. Okay, Nancy was the one who was on the ball. Tomorrowland. I know, isn't that just like, it makes me want to knit them even faster or something just because of the name. Why it's not on the ball band bewilders me. Um, anyway, so look at this. Like, look at those colors. Love the light blue stripe. Purple is not usually my color, same as pink, but it's growing on me. I like it. The purple with the light blue, the orange. Love, love, love. Love it. So I totally forgot I was knitting this sock, and I had said I was gonna do the strong heel on this, and then I got the leg done, split for, like, half my stitches, and I automatically started knitting a heel flap, and I'm like, "Darn." I think it was a couple of Monday nights ago when I was showing you, I'm like, "Hey, I'm at the heel," and then all of a sudden when we were chatting live, I'm like, "Well, shoot, I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to do a strong heel," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not knitting it or, like, ripping it out." So, this pair is going to be my go-to heel flap and gusset, and look at that. You can see the heel turn. And, like, seriously, this just makes me happy every time I turn a heel. I have got stitches picked up. There, you can see down one side of the gusset. The only thing that stopped me is I need a stitch marker. When you knit with a 9-inch needle, you want to mark where you're going to do your gusset decreases, because it's not like Magic Loop or DPNs where you can see where the sides of your socks are, where the end of your DPNs are, where you're going to decrease. So I need to put in um, markers. So I have to do that. And that's the only reason I stopped is because I have to get a marker. So this is going to get worked on. Really hopeful. I know I never say the F word, but I really want it to be finished for next week. And I'm feeling sock knitting, you guys. So this one here, I really want to try to get this foot done. And so that's 2 pairs of socks, a shawl. My other gray shawl, the Murphy shawl that I just cast that one on last month. I'm like a quarter of the way through it, maybe a little bit more. I still have to pick my second color, and I did not knit anything on it this week, so I didn't bring it up to show you. That is really it. I had not as much knitting time this week, so I worked on those 2 pairs of socks and the shawl. Last week's sweater, um, Haruno, was the cardigan that you guys all voted for, and it is so super cute. I have not decided on yarn for that. I had something picked out in my head, and then I'm like, "No. Nope, nope, nope." I started it, cast on, and it was like, no. You know how sometimes you have a project, you have the project and the yarn, and then it just doesn't jive, and it's just like, "No, this yarn is not meant for this project," right? Like, you guys all know that, right? And I was like, "Yeah, I wasn't feeling it." So, now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take a look through my, like, what, 700 balls of Croy that I have? And, yeah, if anybody's new here, that's not an exaggeration. Um, I'm gonna see if I can find enough solids, which could be the navy. I could knit that sweater out of navy Croy. That feels a little bit better to me. So anyways, oh, Hunter, welcome, Hunter. I am glad that you are maybe or maybe not finding this interesting. Funny. Okay. Um, anyway, so yeah, the sock yarn is a possibility. I'm gonna wait and see. This coming weekend, though, 4 days of just a knitting long weekend is yes, I realize that, Leah. Um, it's gonna be socks, it's gonna be sweater knitting, and I have a book club book that I'm going to read. So it is going to be I'm, like, really looking forward to this weekend. Socks for the Fiber Friends. The Ravelry thread is opened thanks to I think Jen reminded me because she has got another pair of Sock Manta socks done, and she's like, "Louise, the thread's not open." And I'm like, "You guys are too fast for me." So the thread is open. There is a few socks already finished and posted in there. So as you finish your socks, go post them over in the Fiber Friends, and and then you'll be eligible for the prizes. Now, did you guys see Caroline? She finished a pair of socks, so I was going to remind her to go post them here in the Fiber Friends thread for a chance. I think she deserves a prize. I'm not sure how long she's been knitting those socks, but sometimes her socks, well, she's so busy cross stitching that her knitting kind of gets put on the back burner, right? Um, Hunter, you are always welcome. And let me tell you, next, if at some point I meet you, I will give you a personal knitting lesson so you can feel more connected to our group here on Monday nights. Okay, so bunny socks, we all need to knit those. Fiber Friends, yes. Um, April sock month, always one of our favorite sock or like our monthly challenges, which kind of stemmed from Sock Madness. Jen, is Jen still here? I want to know a Sock Madness update. Trying not to think too much about Sock Madness because then I am I don't I don't want to feel sad that I like, didn't even qualify for this year. So, I'm already thinking about next year. There is always next year, but I'm pretty sure that Karen and Jen are still in Sock Madness. And Jen, if you're here, what what round are you on? Is this the 4th round? Oh, okay. Oh, so you were, like, so speedy with round 3? That round 3 hasn't ended, or it has ended and you're just waiting for round 4 to start. So if anybody's new to Sock Madness, um yes, Leah, you can get a knitting lesson as well. Oh, round 3, oh, has 2 more days. Oh, like, has it taken the full 2 weeks? So, when you qualify, you get the full 2 weeks to knit the pattern, take your pictures, they get evaluated, you find out if you knit them perfectly or not, and if you, move on to round 1. But then from there on out, there's a maximum of 2 weeks or until all the spots are filled and X number of knitters have finished their socks and qualified. And then the 5 or whatever that didn't get done in time, they're out for the rest of the competition. So is this one taking the whole 2 weeks? What kind of sock pattern was it? I need to go look in the Ravelry thread and see your socks, Jen. Um, but yes, I'm already thinking a little bit more about Sock Madness for next year. This year, I had planned to take some time off work to do it, and then I ended up just way too busy at work and I couldn't, and I didn't even qualify. But that's okay because there's lots more years of Sock Madness knitting. All right, so what else? What is everybody else? Is anybody else knitting socks for the Fiber Friends, or what is everybody else working on? Um, Anybody casting on socks with me? Anybody who does anybody else want to do the bunny socks? I don't know why I didn't really make that this voting option for today, but I didn't. I think maybe because I just knew I was maybe just going to cast them on anyways. So Nikki says, oh, okay. So Jen said twisted stitches and lace, all rounds. Oh, really? All rounds have been 2 weeks this year? Interesting. So is that just to give everybody a little bit of a break or give the moderators a little bit of a break probably in between rounds. That's maybe not a bad way to do it. Then just give everybody a little bit of a breather. And maybe so you can clean your house and grocery shop. Nikki, all of your children except your 5-year-old who has CP and they are all teens and up. Knitting and crochet is pretty popular, actually. It is, especially crochet right now. If you can call me grandma. I know Leah calls me Grandma Louise. Sure, you can call me Grandma Louise. That's fine. Oh, early alphabet teams have been okay, yes, using the 14 days because and so they say so the teams go from A to Z, and then there's always a theme. Is there still a theme this year, Jen? Like, one year it was all, like, classical, like, Beethoven and Mozart, and that's how they named everybody A to Z, and then wasn't it, like, desserts or something one year? And, anyways, and so typically ABC is the slower knitters, XYZ are the really fast knitters, and then you get slotted in. Somehow I ended up on a really fast team one year. I don't know. That was a mistake. That didn't end well, but that's okay. So that's yes. See, and I need to be on a team that uses all 14 days, but it is what it is. Sea creatures. Oh my gosh. See, and that's part of the fun of Sock Madness. It's just like all these little things, right? Like how they name the teams, the chat is such a really good community. You're on team vampire squid. Okay. See, yeah, and I should never ever be on the same team as you, Jen, because like I would be done before I even started. Hi, Jude. Yarn Festival I was at this weekend. Oh, was more crochet than knitted. That would surprise me too because it's never been that way in, like, all the years that I've been knitting and going to festivals. Yeah, knitting has definitely been the predominant craft, and but crochet, I mean, crochet is super popular right now. You know what? I actually almost had you guys vote for a crocheted bag today, and I thought, "Ooh, can we have can we have a New Start Monday Knits project be crochet?" But I thought about it. There was a really cute granny square bag. Cheryl posted a little one in the Fiber Friends. This was bigger. Like, I think it could be like a tote bag size almost. It looked really, really fun. Done in granny squares. Kind of like might have been a sunflower kind of colorway too. White and yellows and brown. It was really fun. But in the end, I went with knitting. So maybe one day, maybe one of these Mondays there'll be a crochet post. You just never know. Oh, Leah, you like the color. Oh, what, this really bright stuff? Where is it? Which side? This here? I do too. Bright colors. We need bright colors for like springtime. Crochet is having a moment. I love it. It is. And I do still have to say though, right? Um, like even as when I was a beginner knitter and you would look at the crocheted patterns from the 70s, and I would always think like, oh, just because what is that saying? Just because you can no. Should you just oh my gosh, what is the saying I'm thinking of, you guys? Um Just because you can, should you? You know what I mean, right? Like the crocheted pants, like the bell-bottom pants, the granny squared pants is like, oh, those are kind of unique. And those kind of things are coming back. Even some of the granny square cardigans, I'm like, I don't know. I'm really learning to love them more. I think just the more I see them or just the different colorways, maybe that's part of what draws me to some of them and not to others. But, that's it. See, I knew you guys would find the words for me. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Exactly. And which usually does not apply to me because I'm the first one who wants to knit or crochet lampshades and curtains and a hammock and, like, do the whole thing. But, yeah, sometimes there is the odd thing that I'm like, "Really, really, really, should we be doing this?" But I do love that crochet. I told you guys, um on Saturday, the Fiber Friends that my nephew was doing the filet crochet. He brought it to Easter yesterday, and so we got to see it, and it is massive. Like, it's gotta be at least, like, 60 inches wide, like, fingertip to fingertip for sure. It is huge. It's going to be gorgeous when it's all finished. Susanna is saying, "Has anyone seen a granny square that are little cats for each group?" Yes, Susanna, I saw that. Somebody tagged me in that today, one of our guild members. It is the cutest thing, and I was looking at it and I'm thinking, "I think I could maybe do that." Let me see if I can find it. What is that? Crocheted a white string, oh my gosh, Susie, your mom crocheted a white string bikini. Well, um, that could fall under just because you can, should you? But it might have looked very cute. It might be one of those ones though, right, where you I don't want that. Where yeah, you definitely don't go swimming in it, but sunbathing, it might be cute. Okay, let me see if I can find oh, Diane. Okay, you guys, here's Diane's bunny socks. So they look like they have got another pair of Croy on the heel and the cuff, which looks fantastic. I love that. Oh, Sam is texting me. If you ever find a oh, if you ever find a picture, I will post it. Just don't laugh. Okay. What so did you do it, Cindy? Oh, the picture. Oh, the bikini. You know what? I could be open to a bikini. All right, let me see if Facebook, here it is. I found it. I'm like, Facebook sometimes is crazy. You see something once and then you can never find it again. So this is what Jocelyn tagged me in. Is this the one that you were talking? Was it Susanna who mentioned the one about the cats? Is this the one you were thinking of? Isn't that super cute? I love that. Yeah, the bikini. Okay, yes. And Susanna says, yes, this is it. Hi, Sherry. You what? Oh, I had a crocheted lined bikini back when I was young. Young, fit, and stupid. Long as it's lined. There we just have to say that for sure. Uh, just need Okay, so Cindy says my mom taught me to crochet bell-bottom pants and a halter top. I loved it. My pants were not granny square though. See, maybe that's it. Maybe if they weren't granny squares. I think sometimes it's the granny squares. Granny squares to me are something like entrelac or baubles. Like they look good in some projects, but then every once in a while it's like, maybe not. Anyways, I don't know. I think it's but now that you say the bell bottoms and the tank top with like a big floppy summer hat and sunglasses, like, I don't know, when you get the whole picture, I mean, maybe, um, maybe you should just bring that look back and just crochet that ensemble again for this summer. I think maybe. I think that would be really cute, actually. Yes, I know. I showed somebody that picture just this weekend, Sam. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, Jude, you hadn't seen the kitten one? Yeah, it's pretty cute, isn't it? Oh, Diane, you gotta run. Yep, we're almost at 9 o'clock. I will chat with you guys. I'll try to finish watching tonight, though. Don't talk about me. Diane, it would only be good. Only be good. You're such a good enabler. Uh, so okay, I'm just going back through some of the comments here. See what I missed. So, Sam, how's the dishcloth knitting going? Oh, so what? Diane had she did have a bikini. She lined it with fabric. Oh, Hunter, do you? I've got lots of knitting tips. Oh, Jude says, "Yes, you can. Multi-craft roll sounds good." Well, I know. I kinda make the rules around here, right? So I could do crochet. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe one day. I've gotta get back into doing my squares. I think that will be you know how I keep saying I, like, still feel even though I'm behind in my crocheted squares, I'm, like, not worried because I'm gonna catch up at some point. I'm feeling like this Easter long weekend is going to give me that chance where I can catch up a little bit. So, fingers crossed. So, next Monday will be Easter Monday, but, there will still be a podcast, and hopefully, maybe I will have 1 sock done and maybe a couple crocheted squares to show you because I have my lovely big honking crochet board here, blocking board. This thing is like I wanted a larger one, and it is large, but I'm, like, really not exactly sure where I'm going to put it. But my kinda goal is for next Monday is to have something actually on this blocking board to show you. So, fingers crossed, anytime I start getting all excited about things I'm gonna have done and finishes, it totally backfires on me. So, we'll see what I get. Oh, Sam, yes, you sent me a picture. Let me pull that up quick before we wrap up for tonight. Oh my gosh, yes. Does anybody have any plans for the long weekend coming up? While I'm pulling up Sam's picture. Is this oh, Sam, I was gonna say, we can't show the one for Jocelyn, but this is what Sam sent. Gorgeous, Sam. Looks fantastic. What numbers are these? Like 55? Are we up to 60 yet? Um, you're at 56. Wonderful. What is the name of the kitten granny square? Good question, Susanna. Let me see if there is a name or something on this post. It's a it was under free crochet patterns. It looks like a Facebook group, but I don't think it has an actual name. No, no. And there's a link, but then it just goes to like a blog site. So cleaning grain, Nancy, is what? Is that oh, for the long weekend? Okay. Do you farm, Nancy? Yes, Leah, I know we didn't pick a date. We said we were gonna do that yesterday. We'll have to do that and get a date. I didn't see oh, Susanna said you didn't see a name. Yeah, I didn't see one either. But for anybody who's a really good crocheter, you could just, like, wing it, couldn't you? Some double crochets, a chain here or there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but somebody smart could figure it out, right? Jude, bad weather is stopping me. Oh, in the garden, and I've run out of window space, so considering tackling okay, the potty farm. Okay, you gotta be careful saying that, Jude. Kim, you're going to New York City to see a Broadway play with your daughter. Have fun. Are you taking knitting with you? Socks would be a perfect Broadway play knitting project. Hey, Jocelyn, you are here. Okay, lovelies, I'm off. Okay, yes, we will see you Friday night, 7:30. Jocelyn and I will be here to chat. It's mid-month motivation, so we will just be on here chatting about knitting. That's right. Leah says she's a pro crocheter now. Nathan taught her yesterday. That's right. You're on your way. You were saying words like you know what you mean. Well done. I know. I am becoming a crocheter. I know. By the time the year is out, when we have, like, our in December, when we have our Zoom call and we, like, do the grand reveal of our year-long crocheting, I know, I am going to be able to say that I am really a crocheter, that I truly know what I'm doing. Kim, that's why I just started oh, the new socks, perfect, so you could take them on your trip with you. Fantastic. Well, have fun. That'll be wonderful. Dude, okay. Louise, can I call you after the podcast? Yes, you can. All right. I think that is just about it, you guys. We're almost at 9 o'clock. Well, this has been lots of fun. And we always find lots of things to talk about. I'm really excited. Have to say, I'm a little sad that this one is going back in the stash. Someday I really, really, really do want to knit this and see what it looks like. But I am excited for this one. This one's gonna have a different kind of heel, and the same with my really super fun bright pink stripy ones. I'm gonna put a different kind of heel in there as well. So what do we have? Oh, the Fleegle heel. I could go do the Fleegle heel. I could do a strong heel. I could do a garter stitch short row heel. I could do an afterthought heel. I could do I don't know. I could do lots. I'm gonna put a little thought into what kind of heels. I'm gonna make a master list. I think I should put that right on my whiteboard right here. Sock heels Louise needs to knit this year. So they're right here and I can check them off as I do them. Strong heel. That's gonna be the first one. So maybe that will be the pink socks because they're the next one ready for heels. This one here, we'll have to debate what kind of heel. Maybe this will be another poll question tomorrow on Instagram. What kind of heel? And you guys can all um, give me some ideas. And maybe the one that's mentioned the most could be the one that I do. Maybe that would be fun. Nikki said, um, Marvel had soil everywhere, but she had fun and she kissed all the plants that we repotted. Well, as long as she had fun. Okay, bye, Jude. Hopefully, we'll see you maybe Friday night. Happy gardening. Bye, Liz. Nikki. Oh, what else? What did I miss here? I'm excited for. Oh, yeah. We have a long time before Christmas tacos. Let's not rush that, Leah. But yes, Christmas Eve tacos is a thing. Liz, you will forget by the time you go to get the I know, that's the problem, Liz, as I do. That's why I need to, like, write them down. Maybe I'll do the Instagram post when I'm done here, and you guys can give me your ideas. What's your favorite heel? What kind of heel I should knit in this pair of socks? She said she was having a dirt bath. Well, why not? If you're having fun, just do it, right, Nikki? All right, you guys. Well, this has been a lot of fun. So, thanks to everybody who joined me live tonight. Thanks for all the chatting in the comments and to everybody who voted. It is always a fantastic way to start off Mondays. It is sock week. I am so excited. Um, I'm gonna find some needles. I don't know what I've got, if I've got DPNs, if I've got Magic Loop, if I maybe can find a little 9-inch circular somewhere. Stay tuned. And I will get these cast on and then hopefully zip these up and have a good chunk of them done. And maybe this is what I will knit Friday night. I don't know. I'm gonna find a Friday night project for when Jocelyn and I are here. So goodbye, everybody. Hunter, lovely to see you in here. We'll have to turn you into a knitter. Leah, I'm so glad that you joined. And same to everybody else. Have a fantastic week, everybody. And hopefully you can join us Friday night for the end of the week and we will round out the week with another knit night. Have a fantastic week. Happy knitting, happy crocheting, everybody, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.